Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test June. Let me just stop this. Okay, so what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do some kind of cinematic orchestral piece in NanoStudio. There is a link to the description of the pack that I'm going to be mainly using, which is an orchestral pack that I demoed ages ago. It's available from the Audio Bus forum as install instructions, but basically it's a zip file. You unzip it and you drop the patch folder into NanoStudio's instruments pack on your files app, and then you're good to go. It'll be there. Okay, so no news on audio tracks yet. Well, no, unfortunately, but no. Anyway, here's the thing. It's gonna be like eventually this hopefully will be a section of many parts, a piece of many bits. I really want to do like a big long piece of music, like I don't know, I'm not going to go and be all grandiose and say symphony or anything like that, but something that's kind of like cinematic orchestrally style, okay? So I'm no, like, I don't understand notes in music and stuff like that. I just kind of mess around until it sounds okay, you know? In fact, actually, Colin's here. It may end up even on the Denks and Clade album. Who knows? Who knows? I've got this little motif thing here, which is in F. So we're starting with that. And I'm just going to add some strings. So this is going to be the first section. And what I will need to do is basically duplicate this and duplicate it again, because the strings will come in here, this second part sort of thing. And the first, I'm going to use these drama strings. I'll show you like this. So this will be, it's basically F minor, but the actual piano is playing kind of in F major, which is kind of weird. So it gives this really weird minor major. I don't know. I'm sure there's a musical term for it, but anyway. So I'm just going to record these strings over these 8 bars. I'd like to say hello to everyone who's here as well. Hi, Colin. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Wal. Hello, Joe. Hi, Stephen. Again, Season Bones. Hi, Andy. And anyone else who may be watching who I haven't said hello to. I think there may be someone called Jeffrey here as well. But hello to you. Hi, fam. So these drama strings. And what I'm going to try and do as well is keep everything in Obsidian because of the CPU, because this thing's going to get pretty fast. And other than that, I'll have to bounce it down sort of thing and drop it into Cubasis or something. But here's these nice drama strings. And again, these are from the Nano Orchestral patches that you can find a link for below. And we'll also be using Stephen Rimmer's Orchestral Percussion packs. We've got 2 of those here, Slate Orchestral 2 and Slate Orchestral Percussion. These are available only if you're a Patreon, but you know, you can use other drums and stuff. It's up to you. So here we go. We're going to do this. We're going to record this in. Sounds quite nice. Hi, Hort. So again, I'm just going to duplicate those 8 bars. Move my loop pointer along. And I'm going to add in this brass to start now. So it'll go something like this. Well, first of all, I need to go into the synth. So what the original patch sounds like this. but I didn't want it to be quite so bright. And I'm going to add a little bit of release, so when I move my fingers from F to G, I'm getting a little bit of overhang. And I'm also going to go and apply some reverb. So I'm going to go into the mix and go to audio effects here. I'm going to use Black Hole again, because Black Hole is incredibly efficient on CPU, and I can use tons and tons of them. It's an ideal reverb to use for all this kind of stuff, you know. We don't have to have it too mad, but it's on the piano as well. So we'll go to this. We'll just go to Black Hole. And that's lovely. And again, I'm going to give the modulation of the reverb a lot of depth and slow the speed down, so we have some movement in the reverb. You don't really hear this stuff, but it's nice because it's there. It's like you sense it. You can hear it moving, but when it's in with everything else, it just sounds lovely. So let's see, let's just record those strings in over this section here. Messed that up, so I'm gonna have to do it again. So I'll just delete that bit. Only take a sec. I was gonna change you. See, I was gonna play it slightly differently, which I still might actually. I was gonna play the second part, because what it does is it goes up. It kind of goes F. It's F5, F, G, G5, A flat 5, C5. But if I play the inversion of C5 as the second inversion, so instead of playing C and G, I'm playing C and G but an octave lower, I can maybe get a different tone that's from the strings, which is playing the normal C5 at C and G. So better. And maybe so now from the beginning bit it sounds quite nice as it builds up, but you see this stuff gets busy quick. Thanks, Vortex. It gets busy real quick because when you're building up just little bits and pieces on top of each other, we can't bounce in NanoStudio, so we have to be careful of our CPU. Of course, we can bounce the entire mix or bounce the stems if we want to and put it somewhere else. But I want tempo changes in this eventually. Maybe we won't get to that tonight, but tempo changes and time signature changes as well. And we can do this in NanoStudio, of course, so. Okay, that sounds okay. So again, this block of 4 here. Now I don't want this introduction to go on for ages and ages. It's kind of just like an intro. It's just, I don't know if it even sets up the feel of the entire piece. I don't know yet because we're only just starting. So I'm just going to duplicate those and move across here. And maybe we can add some percussion in now just for this section as well before I add any other kind of melodic content or tonal content. The good thing about it being cinematic is as well is I don't have to go, I'm not locked into going, oh, it all has to be orchestral. There are other sounds I'd like to use as well, like synthesizers and stuff like that. So, but they kind of all have to fit in with the vibe of it, you know what I mean? Otherwise it's not going to sound right. So we need to add some percussion. Well, we've got two choices here. These are Stevens. These are all timpani, so we've got some vibra slaps, maracas, or we can check out the other pack, which is Orchestral 2. I think, yeah, for definitely just to start, we'll have this sizzly cymbal that comes in on the. Let me just. There it is. I'm looking for it on my keyboard. So this will come in kind of right there, and maybe we'll put another one there as well. So. Here that it cuts off a little bit too soon, but that's not a problem for us because we have black hole. A black hole will let us let this cymbal decay much better, and we can go in as well also, and maybe if we wanted to adjust the filter on that cymbal in Slate, but it doesn't matter because what we said, and we want this to be quite large and quite high in the mix. We'll take the EQ for the reverb up as well. The depth of the mod doesn't really matter for this. We'll take it down anyway a little bit this time, and we'll just see how it acts. So see now, whereas although the actual sample finishes early, we basically we're not really missing it, and we definitely won't be missing it when it's in with the rest of it. So maybe let's just let this loop and see what we can add. Yeah, that sounds really nice actually. Ooh, especially with the black hole. That's nice. So what I'll do is go to the sample page with this finger cymbal. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we'll put that percussion in for the first part, and then we can maybe do something extra with the percussion for the second part. So we're only going to track over the first 4 bars of this section here. I'm going to find my tempo box. So there, so bit more there, and then there. So And we're still using virtually no CPU really, which is good. So also for this section here, I'm gonna add some more padding, I think. So we'll go here. I'm gonna add, so hold and add a, don't need to, sorry, no AU, so I'm gonna delete that. I'm just gonna, it's just default Obsidian, double tap on this, go to patch, go to orchestral, and maybe some, let's see. No. Maybe with the choir, this one, yeah, but have it quite low and just to reinforce the strings. It might actually be better if this was the whole section duplicated, because it actually ends up being shorter than you actually think when you're recording it, you know what I mean? So that might be the good just to reinforce the strings. So we'll try that, shall we? So hi Kenny. Don't really like that. Maybe try the other. That might be better. I'll just drag it up in a mix just so I can hear it. Let's just try it. Let's just record it and see what happens. Hi John. So I like that. So we definitely, I want some melodic content now, sort of a melody kind of thing. So again, I'll just add a default Obsidian, go to our patches here, go to our orchestral, and maybe let's see what we've got. Clarinet. Let's try something like that, shall we? I quite like the, yeah, I quite like, what's this? Oh, I like that one better, so. So let's just... Maybe we should drop out the pianos just for this bit where the clarinet comes in, so it's not trying to battle with the piano. And also, so we've got like a, I'm going to see if I can do this in the synth. And see what's on oscillator 2. That's actually quite nice. It's just a sine wave, but it adds a little bit of top end, so that'll sound quite nice actually, I think. So let's just have a practice, shall we? That'll work. Let's just hear it in context with what it is so far. Okay, that sounds all right. Now, do I want to? Right, I know one more section of this, and then we start to reduce, and it starts to fade out, and not fade out but reduce, and then it will go into another section. So we might just about get that started tonight. So let's see, duplicate this, and I want to add more stuff now. So I want to add more percussion, so more orchestral 2, I think. No, I want orchestral 1, so this one. Yeah, kind of like that. Something that's not going to be too in your face. Let's see. Just that. Hey Sean, how you doing? Hi Kenneth. Deep sounds. Anyone else I may have missed? Matthew. Alright, so let's see. This section, we'll just add this. And I'll do the mix and everything when we've done it, so we can bring it out. Maybe add some EQ to it, just to boost it a little bit. So should do it actually. Now, what we could do here as well also is, just for fun, and just to finish this section off before it starts to kind of reduce down like a good sauce, we could duplicate this. But this time, remember our 2 piano bits here, so we can like select those and duplicate both of them, and then just grab hold of them, and we'll just move them both along there to this second section. So the piano will come back in here, and then what we can start to do is let's keep our drums and our percussion in, but let's take out this time the choir. So we're gonna do this, duplicate this first. Is that the choir? No, I'm going to duplicate it all because it's going to be logical. I'm going to duplicate all of this, but then I'm going to remove the choir and also the let's see, not the piano, not the drama strings, well, just maybe the orchestral, not the actual timpani part, but the first part. Or it wouldn't really make any difference, but we'll see what it sounds like. So now we get it to build like this, and the piano will come back in. You may not notice it, but it'll be there. Okay, that sounds cool. So we'll duplicate those like this. And then what we want to do is remove the lead. So we'll delete the clarinet. Then I'm going to duplicate these again and duplicate. And this time, all I'm going to leave in, I'm going to take out the drama strings, the brass, and I'm just going to leave in the timpani and the piano. So just this and that, like that, and delete. Then just take these, duplicate those, and then this time I'm just going to take out the timpani, delete. So it's just going to be left with the piano at the very end before we then will change the tempo up and start another section. So let's just see. Let's just listen to it, see how it sounds. So it should sound quite good as it is now, I think, because we'll get the whole, I'll go through the whole thing. Save me taking thingy off, and we'll actually leave a little bit at the end so it kind of stops. Let's go this like that. So I think this is starting to sound okay. You could go like bonkers and add little tiny bits and pieces in. That's something you could do later on, you know, if you weren't. But because the speed, it'd bore you to death, wouldn't it, if I just started adding little tinkle, but stuff like that here and there. Anyway, let's listen to it, see what it sounds like. Okay, that sounds really good. Right, what we need here on the orchestral percussion bit. Let's see. Let me just, this here, this timpani section. Actually, right, let me, okay, so what I'm going to do is this one. I'm going to add, let's just add another slate here. I'm going to go into orchestral percussion, which is in my users. There we go, double tap, and we've got our timpani there. And all I need to do basically is to, we'll just duplicate this, and I'm going to move it down to there. So I've got the same thing, and I can take it off this, okay? So just delete that one there. So basically it's going to be more or less the same thing, bar bits and pieces. Just let me hear what that sounds like. I'll just go in, that was the second one, wasn't it? I'll just go and solo this one. So, okay, it's more or less the same. And we haven't really done a lot of extra bits and pieces, a bit of EQ, but it's not really going to worry us. So we're going to go into this, add in now Black Hole. Because if we don't do it like this, what's going to happen? There we go. In fact, I want this. I want that. In fact, actually, I also want loads of depth in the modulation and not so fast, and more size as well. So don't we all want more size? Do you know what I mean? Right, so and see, we wanted to like but you don't want all the muddiness on. You don't want all the muddiness on this. So we're going to unsolo this now and just hear it from about here where the timpanis are more kind of prominent without so much reverb. But on this section where it just goes into the timpani and piano, I want a load of reverb on that timpani. So that when they stop, they overhang this little piano piece as well. So hopefully this sounds okay. And there, right, is it, you know, is it in two? We're going to have that, just that. So, yeah. So I'm just going to record that one. I'm just going to see if I can There, that's what I found on my keyboard. So all we need to do is go. And that's it. Okay, so let's see. I'm just trying to think now. There, 99, bar 99. Right, so what we need to do now, oh, looks like blinking time. Okay, so I'll set this section up, and then we can do this maybe we can do the second section maybe in a few days or something, as a separate live stream, so you get to see the completed kind of vibe, if that's something you want to see. I don't know, but we'll do it anyway. This is key. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tap this little drop down menu here, and you'll see I've got tempo and time signature. I'm only bothered with tempo at the moment, so I've enabled this. I can enable both tracks, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put add in here, and the tempo at the moment is 110 BPM. Okay, so at this point here, 99, I want this tempo to increase to maybe 130. So I'm going to just do this. Okay, so that's now going to, oops, and I'm going to hit set like this, and you'll see now that I'm also going to do this. I'm going to go save. This, I call this gate, by the way. I don't know why. Just sounded like a cool title to me at the time. Right, so what we've got there is at this point here, now at 99, bar 99, the tempo is going to increase to 130 BPM. I'm not going to do anything with that now, but the next time we come back, we'll do this. But I will show you, if I hold this here and go into record, is my metronome sound. Let me see where it is. Play. Metronome. Oh, right. Metronome is on play. Okay. So I think we can have it on play and record, but at the moment you'll hear the metronome all the time. So from the, let's go from here. So it'll be like the count will be 110 here, and you'll hear just 4 bars after this, but what, 2 bars, 4 bars after this ding, the tempo will increase for the 130 part. And then it'll go, and this is what it could even be faster than that for the next section, which will be quite action-packed sort of thing. And you can do the same with the time signature. I have, Kenneth, if you wanted to know about the actual tempo and time signatures, I did a video. If you search Sound Test Room NanoStudio tempo, I've got a full video on how to do this and set up sidechain and all the rest of it, which is really cool. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm also going to, oops, I'm going to stop that and just revert back my metronome to just record only, and play out the track as it is for you while you say ta-ra to each other. But I'm really pleased with this, actually. I think it's turned out really well. Yeah, I think it did. I think it worked out well. Hope you enjoyed it. Yes, the Sunvox update is huge. I'm gonna have to check that out tonight, because Sunvox scares the life out of me. Scares the life out of me, I tell you. Right, so let's see. I'm gonna hit save again just to make sure that we're saved. Everything is saved. Remember to always save. I'm gonna go all the way back to the beginning here. We don't need to worry too much about our loop point because it's gonna finish here. So let's go back. Okay, gang. I hope you enjoyed that. If you enjoyed the video, please strike the like, subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, consider becoming a Patreon. It will really help support me and Joe and what we do here at the Sound Test Room. And yeah, top job. We shall finish this off. Maybe next week sometime we'll finish it off. We'll do the next section. I wanted to have at least three different types of section. So anyway, ta-da.